Since the pig Chinese zodiac person doesn't like to hurt anyone, this can result in some difficulties in disentangling themselves from it. For those that have the pig's eyes, you can expect to be treated well with kindness by a tender and loving soul. They are deeply devoted to love and have an enormous capacity for it, more than any other Chinese astrology sign. You may find the Boers in polyamorous relationships, sharing their love with as many as would have it. The Chinese zodiac pig is the penultimate lover with all their sensitivity and depth. You would find the pig reveling in the emotions and sensations like a true hedonist. The pig's love is limitless and must be expressed with regularity. They take pleasure in all forms of sensation, even those brought on by misogynistic tendencies. Underneath it all, Pig desires to revel in the fusions of two souls, two bodies, over and over again. They are nothing if not insatiable. Years of the Pig, January 22nd, 1947 to February 9th, 1948. February 8th, 1959 to January 27th, 1960. January 27 to 1971 to February 24th, 1972. February 13th, 1983 to February 1st, 1984. January 1st, 1995 to February 18th, 1996. February 18th, 2007 to February 6th, 2008. February 5th, 2019 to January 24th, 2020. January 23rd to 2031 to February 10th, 2032. February 10th, 2043 to January 29th, 2044. Birthday planet is Jupiter, which symbolizes intellectual, spiritual thinking, whereas Mars stands for passionate and courageous decisions in life. Scorpion is the symbol for the Scorpio, and the archer is the symbol as well for the Sagittarius sign that we are approaching in. November 22nd, birthday tarot cards is the Fool, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands. The Fool card. This card symbolizes a new beginning when you have full control over your fate and destiny. So, the Fool at its core represents the unfettered soul, free of experience and prejudice. They are also free of fear and therefore come into new events without the trepidations often experienced by those who know what they might expect. This is both a benefit and a detriment to the fool. Their eyes are on the path ahead or the sky, but not on what is right in front of them. This can make the fool easy to trick, persuade, or to the sideline. But they also do not know what others believe is not possible, which makes them capable of greatness. new ideas, and innovation. They do not know a thing cannot be done, so they merely set about to do it anyway. Sometimes they succeed. Below, we will discuss the elements of the Fool card from the major arcana in previous positions and its orientation, upright and reverse. Some sorts of decks do not use this form of orientation. Others come with round cards they seek to utilize, the subtle orientation from upright and center to determine the influences. The majority of tarot decks that I have seen and experienced all use the upright inverted orientation types, and so shall I. The upright overview, open minded, moving into the future blissfully unaware, not just disorganized, but lacking any form of plan whatsoever. This is a powerful place to be in one's life as it leaves all doors open to you. In general, the Fool in the upright position indicates that you are free of suppositions about a given situation and can move freely through it. Past events. The meaning is largely unchanged from the above, except it indicates that you have moved beyond this state and into a new one. Whether it has worked for you or not will be determined by your view of situations and further revealed by the tarot card in the present position. Present events. Your current path forward is open to you, and you are carrying the bright, optimistic view of the universal untried. You find every position open to you, every option, and the future is almost blindly bright. In this position, the card is neither beneficial nor detrimental. It is merely a statement of who you are. Future events. In this position, it represents a new unfettered beginning coming down the pipe. It may be a heads up to keep an eye open for a new path. Also, it may represent freedom from an existing stressful situation as you are set free into childlike innocence. It is unlikely this is talking about any situation you are currently aware of, as that would imply foreknowledge and some modicum of planning, both things being antithetical to the overall meaning of this card. Sometimes we wonder in reverse, we're getting into overall, sometimes we wander into things foolishly and blindly, taking no heed of the warning signs or the pearls of the road ahead. This is the downside of the Fool card, a foolhardy movement into an area, putting themselves or ourselves in dangerous ways, and generally being irresponsible and blind to the perils of life. Past events. The meaning of this card and the past events means that we have been traveling a dangerous road without caution or care. It is a potential warning to observe your current circumstances and see if you are still on this path. Present events. You are at the beginning of a path. You are proceeding on recklessly. Take time to examine your situation and determine how you can prepare or avoid the path altogether. It is important to realize that at this moment, the cards are stating that you are unaware of the totality of your current situation. It's time to reassess. Future events. This signifies that something is coming down the path that will have hidden dangers. Be aware of it coming. It will try to slip beneath your radar and seem harmless on the surface. If something comes along that seems too good to be true, if you're aware and conscious, you can divert this before it becomes an issue. Associated colors: white for purity and youth. Associated incense: rosemary for the youth. Let's step into the meditation for the Fool card of right. Feel yourself falling into this tarot card, and you will find yourself with the Fool. He will be in the middle of a journey through uneven terrain, but his eyes will be on the sky. He will seem utterly unprepared, wearing the wrong clothes. Also, he will have none of the proper things one might take for themselves for a long journey. He will be happy, and he might have his little dog with him. This dog represents the fortune of nobility, dancing around his feet and guiding him away from dangers he scarcely noticed. Greet him, but do not be surprised if he does not answer. His eyes are on the future ahead, and you will find him daydreaming with every step. Walk along with him and try to share his simple optimism and fearlessness. He does not know what they say, that what he does is foolish and impossible, but in this he finds strength. For him, all things are possible because no one has told them they are not. Just as when were children, the future lay wide open to him, and all things are possible. In this Fool card meditation, you may feel fear or challenged by the surroundings and perilous of what's to come. The lesson of this meditation is to let that go, to allow yourself to know that the future is open to you. Know that many things that have been said to be impossible are now a fact. More often than not, it was all because some fool started down a path heedless of what others tried to tell him. Know that we are all fools at points throughout our lives. The Fool is the beginning, the start of our journey into the future. The major arcana is often interpreted as the path the Fool takes through life, gradually changing and growing with experience. We are fortunate to be here with him at the beginning of his journey, as perhaps it is the beginning of ours. Continue the meditation as long as it seems appropriate, experiencing the sensation of newness, the beginning of his journey and yours. If you have a tarot journal, make notes. Record what it feels like to be carefree, or if you could not reach that carefree state, try to examine yourself and see if you can decide what kept you from reaching it. So, yes, today being the energy of the Fool is like the first day of your life. You can start your journal today and jot down as the full day. Come back every day, or I can give you resources for you to. This is the reason why I do what I do. It's a part of my journaling. And look, we're not going to go to that. Let's keep it simple. So, associated colors, because we're getting into the meditation for the Fool card in reverse. You will need the associated colors black for protection and red for discord. Associated incense, opium scented, for the dreamlike state and inattentiveness. So, the meditation for the Fool in reverse. Feel yourself falling into the Fool tarot card, and you will find yourself with the Fool. Beware the surroundings, for they will be perilous. You will see the Fool wandering throughout this meditation, ragged, torn, exhausted, but seemingly unaware of all the damage he has taken. His attendant dog is mangy, wary, careworn, and has long since ceased trying to warn or guide the Fool out of danger. The Fool has kicked him for his cautioning, and now the dog no longer has the strength or will to warn his once loving master. Throughout this tarot meditation for the Fool in reverse position, you will see the warning against not heeding life's lessons. The Fool has gone beyond his simple, optimistic view and has hardened his mind to learning and experience. He started his journey with a broad mind and a hopeful demeanor. Now it is sheer stubbornness and disregard by that keep him going. When one powers on because one refuses to learn, they have moved past wisdom and into foolishness. This is nothing to be gained through willful ignorance, and the path of this fool shows that. While you travel, look around for familiar faces and goals, experiences that you may have had and not learned from. The lesson of the major arcana is the repercussions of inattentiveness. It may be a useful meditation when fearlessly charging on, but constantly getting harmed when we have lost our way. It may be a useful meditation when fearlessly, oh, when everyone tells us to stop and their warnings hold out. Sometimes it isn't bravery that drives us, but fear of failure and stops. Be aware of those coming in of this meditation. Pay special attention if you are in this state yourself. You may continue trying to find some validation that you are not this fool. You will try to prove that your position in life is not related. Know that if you must keep searching for this, you likely are indeed this fool. Once you have reached the end of this meditative path, rise and extinguish the candle and incense. Write what you have observed in your tarot journey while you are still fresh with the meditation experiences in your mind. Once you have completely written, give yourself a few moments to come back to yourself. Take special care with the lessons on this card. They can deter one from much hardship. Let's go into the Seven of Cups. It's a minor arcana card. The energy will shift tomorrow on Thanksgiving. very important moon tomorrow. Seven of Cups, choices and wise thinking. Making the right choices is the message of Seven Cups. You have to set your mind to making wise choices that will have the right impact on your life. Kickstart on something that you are sure will set the right mood for your life. But the Ace of Pentacles reversed is a warning you against making wrong moves that will negatively affect your future. Seven of Cups upright. Wise thoughts are the cause of taking direction that will help you in your future. You have to learn different tactics that will help you change the fate of your life. So it's up to you to rethink what you will be a turning point to the right path. First, of course, you have to on your mind and focus on what brings you the best. Besides the Seven of Cups, love brings consolation, and you must be consistent in your relationships. Nothing substantially can happen if you don't think of settling and creating a good family. It's a decision you have to make and know the limitations of your future. As much as you have wisdom, taking your career life to another level is essential. Looking for a chance to advance is what should be in your mind. Always be optimistic about growth in your professional life. Aspire to something big that will change your fate in the future. Therefore, the Seven of Cups, yes or no, will be there to show you what you have to do to achieve success. First, utilize your abilities and talents. Second, taking good action is essential when you have a bright future. Third, look beyond your limiting beliefs. Lastly, the Seven of Cups symbol, meaning asks you to adjust to different circumstances in your life. You have to understand different things that will help you in gaining the right experiences. So, Seven of Cups will lay a good background for knowing your future's proper knowledge. Also, Seven of Cups tarot meaning gives you a glimpse of what your future life is all about. Besides, Seven of Cups in the future will allow you to expound on something you are sure will help you gain the right things and thoughts for your life. The Seven of Cups tarot card represents portions of our journey through the minor arcana where our imagination is in full swing. It represents a time of choice, wishful thinking, and the dreams of our youth coming before us to drive us forward. It can represent the appearance of gifts and prizes or a sudden windfall. Keywords: fantasy, imagination, dreams, illusions, decisions, and possibilities. Also, magic. The Seven of Cups meaning for the upright indicates that to make our dreams and fantasies come to fruition, we must take the proper actions to build them into reality. The warning in these cards is living in the fantasy world is a call to action. But in that action, we need to stop and make sure that what we dream of is fully recognized. At least the pie in the sky dreams cover our eyes and illusions. The Seven of Cups upright corresponds to some active imaginations and desires. You will often have some contradictory desires and daydreams. Sometimes you have a lot of opportunities in front of you. You have to make your decisions after carefully judging all the aspects of an issue. Several choices will be thrown open in front of you that hold great promise. However, you need great degrees of perception to visualize it. So, this is the phase to support your plans with hard labor to achieve your objective. You may also encounter an exciting and spiritual experience. Lastly, a few words of advice. Stay away from the irrational thinking, silly whims, and impractical attitudes. Past events. You've been living in a dream world, but there is nothing wrong with that. This Rider Waite card appearing in your past indicates that the time for dreaming has passed and the time for action lies before you. Take all those dreams you've been dreaming of and refocus your efforts on making them a reality. Present events. The Seven of Cups in this position is a call to action. Your dreams have been living with you for quite a while and you've got some excellent ideas. But if you don't start moving forward with them, they're going to wilt into what could have been. Assess them with possible dangers and move on. Future events. Not all of our hopes and dreams are good for us. With this card in the future, there is a warning against taking advantage of an opportunity that's about to present itself. It may be an affair, a one night stand with someone you've been wanting, or even a business opportunity that sounds too good to be true. For your own sake, avoid it. Yes and no interpretation for the Seven of Cups upright is a yes. Now is the time to act and make your dreams and goals come to pass. You are in an excellent place to bring about those things you want in your life. Seven of Cups tarot card in reverse meanings is a warning that illusions and temptations are seducing us. It's time to examine yourself closely and determine whether or not your current activities are merely an attempt to avoid reality and not deal with the real problem in your life. The Seven of Cups in the reverse position symbolizes the power of correct perception and the capability to understand your desires and dreams. You will boast of strong determination and resolve. However, you need to control your energy and give it proper direction so that some of your conceived valuable ventures can gain from it. You will be able to make some smart choices guided by your strong sense of resolution. However, the flip side is that you tend to rely on fake hopes and sometimes suffer from self delusion and hesitancy. The negative traits could cost you dear, as you may lose some exciting opportunities due to your indecisiveness and inaction. Past events. This tarot card present in your past indicates you're finally breaking through the veil of illusions that's been drawn over your eyes. It has allowed you to see things as they are and accept your actual truth. Present events. It's time to face reality, and you're living under the auspices of a well crafted illusion you may be working to keep up. This whole thing is just a way to distract you from the reality of your situation. Open your eyes, clear it away, and you'll be able to deal with what's present. Future events. There is a moment of clarity coming, and it's going to be cheering. You aren't prepared for the fantasies you've been living in to fall away, but it's going to. The only thing you can do to deal with it right now is to face reality on your own before it's forced on you. Yes and no interpretation. No, things are not how you think they are. And deep down, you're well aware of this fact. Open your eyes to the reality of the situation and try again. Summary: Seven of Cups requires that you work hard to achieve something crucial in your life. Do not think of giving up on your plans. Do your best to realize your dreams. Yes and no interpretation for the Seven of Cups reverse. It's a no. Things are not how you think they are, and deep down, you're well aware of this fact. Open your eyes to the reality of the situation and try again. Let's go into the King Cups. The King of Wands. I missed the music. Pursuing your goals. When you don't have something that pushes you to wake up early and do some extra work, you are doomed to fail in life. Yeah. You have to squeeze the power and energy you have and get yourself to reward what you deserve. After working hard through the King of Wands reverse, says you are not putting the right attitude into your work. But having the ideal of the King of Wands as your wonderful companion, everything will start flowing smoothly and you achieve the objective. Additionally, the King of Wands upright indicates doing something important. You struggle to make the right ends. Once you discover your routine is working, and when you project, it gives you the right mindset to continue your struggles. Nonetheless, you have to be visionary and think of your life from a single angle, spreading your thoughts well. So, live a consistent life that helps you know good intentions in your cycle of work. The King of Wands in love. A good relationship guarantees a great time to pursue anything that you want in life. So, being romantic and taking care of your family is the norm that you have to embrace. Consider yourself successful as you imagine good things in the installation of your turns. Do not think of running away from what you know will bring benefits to your future. A loving environment can be the source of high performance and happiness at your workplace. The King of Wands career acts as a high consideration of life. Pursuing your purpose in your line comes with an intense level of pressure from your professional life. But you have to enjoy what you do as you imagine good things that can help you in your career. Put more energy and power into your work, and you will get results that will amuse you. High level thinking is something that allows you to imagine encouraging things in your life. Getting your goals right are the things that can help you in getting good results. Hence, if it's working and giving you satisfaction, you must continue on the same path and achieve great things. Besides, the King of Wands tarot guide will explain on the importance of working in line with your goals. It acts as a motivating factor and source of ideas. Visions can drive your inner power in such a way that they extract the vibe that you need to affirm support, strong support. Moreover, the King of Wands meaning emphasizes working hard in everything that you do. Life has ups and downs, and when you think of giving up, it extorts you completely. So the King of Wands tarot suggests pursuing important purposes and changing your mindset to be pure and loading on the right results. However, the King of Wands on the future ignites the need to have a great life through your hard work. That is why the King of Wands symbol gives you the green light on what you are supposed to do to reach your goals. So you see there in reverse, not yet. Upon his throne, this King of Wands, among the minor arcana, additionally, he holds the staff that is his scepter of office, watching over his great project. He is a visionary and a man of deeply held conviction and honor, and a dauntless pursuer of his goal. Also, he gets things done and leads those who would see things get done with a natural born charisma. Let's find out more about this card. The King of Wands is one who would get things done. If you have an ideal you wish to bring to fruition, place it in the capable hands of this king. He will bring those together to work for him, taking advantage of his ability to draw others to him to find those capable. His respectful demeanor and depthless compassion reach out to drive others to bring about his dreams and ambitions. Past events. You have been driven with a singular purpose. Having taken a project in hand, you have been guiding it with a strong and fair hand and inspiring those around you to work with you. Please keep your eyes focused and don't let it get to your head, and the project will continue to prosper on its way to completion. Present events. In your hand lays the stave, before you the proposal. Will you take it up? Fear not. If you decide to pursue this task, those around you will rally to your cause and assist you in bringing it to fruition. Now is the moment of your opportunity. Take it. You are being asked to lead, and the task presented to you is a worthy one. Future events. Your project is waiting for a leader, and he is coming. You will know them when they arrive. They will have a calm demeanor and skills to get things. Do not look for the vibrancy of the knight or the charisma of the queen. It is the steady, thoughtful gaze of the king that will signal you that your project leader has arrived. Yes and no interpretation. Yes, you should. This situation tells you that not only will it come to pass, but you are to be instrumental in making it so. The King of Wands tells you that your wisdom, insight, and innovation will make the situation work to your advantage. In reverse, this is the King of Wands gone mad. Once representing the power of wisdom and guidance, his staff has now been turning to domination and the lash. His normally carefully thought out decisions lead the path of wisdom and are driven by the madman's ambition. He wants to see things done. It no longer matters whether they are the right things. His goals are high, and woe is to those who stand between him and those lofty gates. The king has gone mad. All fear the king. Past events. Check your hand, my king. Does it hold the lash? Look upon your subjects. Is there fear in their eyes where once there was reverence? This is what happens when you have lost your purity of vision and you have focused only on getting things done. Your current predicament was born out of this madness. Turning back while you can. Present events. Beware your status, sir. Beware your drive. You are dangerously, perilously close to becoming a petty tyrant. Do not let your fear of losing your way turn you to the ceremony of the lash. Step back, admit that you have gone wrong, a bit power mad, and speak to those you work with to set the project back on course. Future events. Take care to watch the project you are a part of. A tyrant is breeding in your midst. If you are currently without a leader, one is trying to breed from within. Watch for him. His ambition outstrips his ability. His madness is to be born of losing track of all the things that need doing, and it may be time for someone to approach him before he is born from the stresses of his grand vision. Yes and no interpretation. It's a no. You need to stop. Your current situation is being aggravated by your own need to maintain control. Let it go, and you'll see things quickly come to a solution that is better than anything you could have forced into place. Summary. Being opportunistic is something crucial in what you do in life. Also, the message of the King of Wands emphasizes working towards your goals. Do what it takes to reach your cornerstone and achieve the great life that you imagine about it. November 22nd, birthday compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under the zodiac sign Taurus. This will be a marvelously magnetic match. You are not compatible with people born under the zodiac sign Aquarius. This relationship will lead to many fights. November 22nd, birthday lucky numbers are 6 and 4. 6 stands for family, caring, selflessness, and compromises. 4 is the number that symbolizes a natural ability to be organized and hardworking. Your lucky color is silver. This is a color that symbolizes emotions, intuition, prestige, money, and balance. Your lucky days are Sunday and Thursday. Sunday, this day ruled by the sun, signifies a day of being a leader and helping others. Thursday, this day ruled by Jupiter, signifies a day of encouraging and inspiring others. Now, today's birthstone is the turquoise. It's a stone that symbols prosperity and strength. The ideal zodiac birthday gifts for people born on November 22nd: an elaborate toolbox for the man, and a customized keychain, or photo frame for the woman. The November 22nd birthday personality likes gifts that are given with love. Now, the day of the Liberator, the advice for today. Learn to work quietly behind the scenes to achieve your ends. As a parent, avoid placing heavy expectations on your children. Tend to your own personal problems and self growth. Believe it or not, the world can get along without you for a while. Health. November 22nd, people must be careful about arousing powerful oppositions and making enemies. Their need to free themselves and other living things from constraint leads excitement to their youth, but may stale as the years go by. A great challenge for them is to accept their old age gracefully, and with it, the inevitable aches and pains. Only mild and moderate exercise is recommended for those born on this day, and all extreme efforts, surgical or otherwise, to hide advancing age are discouraged. Excuse my background, you all. Taking vitamins and homeopathic cures in moderation is suggested. Numerology. Those born on the 22nd of the month are ruled by the number 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 22. And by the planet Uranus, which is both erratic and explosive. The added influence of Pluto and Jupiter, the rulers of Scorpio and Sagittarius, respectively, underline the powerful rebellious tendencies of November 22nd people, but also their authoritarianism and idealistic dogmatism. The November 4th typically represents rebellion, idiosyncrasy, beliefs, and a desire to change the rules. Since 22 is a double number, those born on this day of the month may manifest an interest of doubles of various kinds, twins, coincidences, and symmetry, etc. Archetype, like we said, is the Fool. It's the 22nd card of the major arcana in the Fool, who is several versions of the tarot is shown blithely stepping over the edge of a cliff. Some interpretations picture him as a foolish man who has given up his reason, others a highly spiritualized being free of material considerations. Positive meanings include renouncing resistance and following instincts freely. Foolishness, impulsiveness, and annihilation are the negative aspects. The highly evolved fool has followed his life's path, experienced its lessons, and become one with his own vision. Let's go deeper. The fool. Keep the faith and trust your instincts. As card number 0 in the pack, the fool represents all that is new, fresh, and innovative. In medieval times, the court jester was someone who was not expected to follow the same rules and convictions as everyone else, and so was free to be spontaneous and creative. He was laughed at for being simple and naive, but in reality, it is he who gets the last laugh because these are the qualities that sustain him and bring him happiness. The card reminds us of the power in adopting a childlike simplicity and warns against being cynical. There are many people who have achieved great things simply because they didn't listen to anyone telling them it wasn't possible. However, the card can also warn us of impetuousness and childishness. Stepping out into the unknown may bring you adventures and exciting new possibilities, but it may also get you into trouble and result in you turning back with your tail between your legs. Prediction, new beginnings, new adventures. The Fool signals that you could experience a new beginning or change of direction. This may lead you onto a path of adventure, wonder, and personal growth. This card reminds you to keep your faith and trust your natural responses on this new path. If you are facing a decision or moment of doubt, the Fool reminds you to believe in yourself and follow your heart. Remember, though, to balance any impetuousness with consideration in order to keep any foolishness in check. Guidance. Look out for opportunities. The Fool advises you to keep your faith and trust your natural responses. The appearance of this card suggests you should look out for opportunities or change in direction at this time and follow this faith into new adventures. If you are facing a decision or moment of doubt, you are being told to believe in yourself and follow your heart. Remember, though, to balance any impetuousness with consideration in order to keep any foolishness in check. Problem. Rash decisions. The Fool suggests you may have changed direction without much forethought or planning. Being ill prepared for this new direction means you may have ended up in a predicament, feeling stuck and confused as to how you will get out of it and move on. Perhaps this happened through naivety or simply a childlike exuberance. You may now need to backtrack and start again with more conscious deliberation and judgment. So, keywords is accidental, coincidence, curiosity, and innocence. Beginning, standing at the threshold. Usually, the Fool is card 0 and 22 in the major arcana. In this deck, the card is represented as both 0 and 22 because it symbolizes both the beginning and the end of the Fool's journey. The Fool is a seeker of truth. His dead dreadlocks are a symbol of his rebellious nature and the spirit of adventure that resides in him. A yearning prompts him to renounce the doldrums of conformity and to begin his quest for something more. He carries with him all his earthly possessions in a calabash shell, and his animal spirit is by his side. The dog simultaneously serves as both his guardian. I swear it seems like only here in New York I get so many sirens. So the dog simultaneously serves as both his guardian, alerting him to the crocodile or the danger of walking off the precipice, as well as his folly, using the adventurer to play and engage in ferocity instead of continuing his quest. We are all the fool at some time or another until we remember that we have always known, regardless of how much knowledge we accumulate. Tag team at 3:26 on the clock. Regardless of how much knowledge we accumulate or how much practical experiences we may have, there is still much to learn and understand. The fool remains a walking question mark, never fixed in his beliefs, continually looking at the world with new eyes. Although he wanders dangerously close to the precipice, it is necessary for him to do so, for him to take the proverbial leap of faith and find the hidden temple within. And that has been my so boring. It's a part of my day to day. Hey, this is me. It's part of my study, my reading, and I just wish to share. I have a lot of time on my hands, so I'm using it wisely. Thank you for listening.